When you was growing up, when you was a kid, if your mama said something, what did you have to do? Why?
That's my mom.
She'll beat ass. They can't go to sleep without thinking about some evil. How are we going to destroy the children of God today? Damn! How we going to? You know what? We gonna jack up their water. You know Flint, Michigan? We gonna put some stuff in their water, have them bug the hell out. Niggas and spickers. That's what they teach you. But what does God call you? A Judite. God praise. That's who you are. That's right. You're not a nigga. You're not an African American. Bring it out. That is nothing. Judah means God's praise. That's you. So when you look in the mirror, you have to see God's praise. That's right. You cannot see a nigga. You can't see somebody that's not worth anything. Right. We have to keep our mind on God. These Pharisees was going over seas and land to convert one brother. One brother. So did they find it important? They go teach the people?
Batteries.
Even if they was teaching them wrong. Right? They wanted to go, finish reading.
And when he is made, ye made him twofold, more the child of hell than yourselves.
Because they were trying to bring us back to the laws of Moses. But Christ, he relieved us from that.
Big
Now we have grace. Now we don't have to sacrifice those animals. But these Pharisees, they went over boats, land. There wasn't no cars back then. There was no American Airlines.
There was none of this stuff. So
so these went days to go do that. So you can get on a bus to go to New Haven. Right.
So it's like
you can do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's much more important than you spend no money going on a bus to go to New Haven to live your life of immortality.
Yeah. Right. That's right.
Because this life we have, 60, 70 years, if we're lucky. Right. When I made it past 21, I was like, thank God. Right. Because I didn't die. Because I have family members that died real young. Right. You see around in your neighborhood, people die mad young, right? So we have to say, okay, this is the key of life. Immortality. This is what's in this book. Right. We can't go to New Haven. We can't go to New Haven.
But we could go anywhere else.
We can go anywhere. If I wanted to get
some something else. If I wanted
to get some ass, some blood and stuff like that, you go all over the world. All over the world, right?
You gotta go for that girl. You going all over the world.
Why? Because it's important to me. It's important to me. Get the treasures. You see what I'm saying? Let me find that real quick. Let me give you an example, right? I'm originally from New York, right? When I found out this truth, I was living in. You familiar with New York?
I know a couple Bronx, Fordham Road.
Okay, all right. Our school is in Mount Vernon.
New York is on fire right now.
It's gonna be on fire.
They're on fire with Diddy and all of them.
Yeah. So it's a lot of wickedness going on. Truth is coming out of the earth. All the truth is coming out. It came about everything. All lies is coming out, right? But see, I was in Queens, right? I had no car. No car, okay? I would walk to the bus in 30 minutes, right? Then I'll take the Q4, I get Canberra Heights, all the way to Jamaica, then I get on the E train, all the way to Manhattan, then I take the 2 train, all the way up to the Bronx, then I go, yes, why? Because this is the living water. This is the life. The life I was living, it was death. You understand?
I get what you're saying.
So I had to see, like, damn, this is myself in here. This is how I'm going to live life. This is why all of the things in my community are jacked down up. So if I want change in my community, I got to be that change.
That's right.
Where am I going to get that change? Am I going to get the change from around the same niggas I've been doing the same stuff for years? Smoking, hitting up shorties, doing these things. What am I supposed to be doing? Are they supposed to help me get to the kingdom of heaven? Hell no. Hell no. That's why we have to change our circle.
We have to change
Hebrews 10. You found it?
Yeah.
Read that.
This is the book of Matthew.
Listen to this.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 21.
Bring it out.
For where your treasure is.
Where your treasure is. Where your treasure is. What is a treasure? Explain a treasure.
To me, a treasure, I want to name my daughter Treasure because I come. A treasure is something that's valuable, or it could be valuable, something that has meaning, like
absolutely,
like sacred to you, like what you know.
Exactly. He says, where your treasure is, okay?
There will your heart be also.
then your heart or your mind is going to be there also. So if your mind is on God, if your mind is on keeping the commandments, if your mind is about unity, you're going to do whatever the hell you need to do to get to that school, to get built up. But if your mind is on ass, what you going to be doing? About to go to the strip club, right? About to go to the club, right?
Right.
About to turn up. You see what I'm
I
saying?
get what you're saying about that.
That's why our minds have to be renewed. Renewed. Get that in Ephesians 5.
Seriously?
Absolutely. Your brain needs to be washed.
Right.
Your brain needs to be washed because we're filthy. Look at this community.
Right. And it's
Look,
bad.
all of this comes from people's minds.
All
All of this comes from people's minds.
Seriously?
It don't come out of nowhere else but from the minds of men. Who came up with Shorty Deli? Where did Shorty Deli come from?
Right.
From his mind. Where did that wellness center come from? Someone's mind. Where did that pharmacy come from? Someone's mind.
Saying it like
Where did the drug epidemic come in Bridgeport? Someone's mind. They devised it. They think evil upon their beds. Micah talks about that. They think about it all the time. They can't go to sleep without thinking about some evil. How are we going to destroy the children of God today? Damn! How we going to? You know what? We're going to jack up their water. You know Flint, Michigan? We're going to put some stuff in their water, have them bug the hell out.
say, yo.
You see what I'm saying? Read it.
You said the
Read that.
mind.
That's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 26.
Bring it out.
That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word.
By the what?
By the word.
That's how we're going to cleanse our minds. We're going to cleanse our minds by the word. That's the water. Right? So all I think John the Baptist was doing, it was a metaphor for the coming of Christ. Because water is not going to clean, it's not going to clean your mind. It's going to clean your flesh, but it's not going to clean the spirit. Get that Jeremiah 2:21. Right? Because you get all this stuff, you get all that, right?
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine.
I have planted thee a noble vine. See this, right? What's your name again? Tyson. That's a noble vine right there. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh. Right. These are chosen children of God, right?
It was the chosen ones?
What? These are the chosen children of God. Right. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob, he got his name changed to Israel. He had these sons. The blessings of heaven and earth were given unto these kids.
It's not the apostles?
The apostles came from these tribes. The apostles came out from these tribes. Christ came from the tribe of Judah. Peter from the tribe of Judah. Paul from the tribe of Benjamin. Moses from the tribe of Levi. This is our heritage.
Come on.
But they say you ain't shit. They say you were niggas and spicks. That's what they teach you. But what does God call you? A Judite. God's praise. That's who you are. That's right. But not a nigga. Not an African American.
Bring it up.
That's nothing. Judah means God's praise. That's you. So when you look in the mirror, you have to see God's praise.
That's right.
You cannot see a nigga. You can't see somebody that's not worth anything.
Right.
That's why we have to keep our minds on God.
Right.
If our mind is on the world, what does the world tell us about us?
That we ain't nothing.
What did Mike talk about? The man in the mirror. Right? We have to look at that man in the mirror. Right? This is our reflection.
That's right.
This is what we're supposed to reflect. This is our mind. This is supposed to be a mirror. See what I'm saying? The Spirit of Christ is supposed to be in you. It's there in you, but you got to bring it out. You have to bring it out.
And I'm renewing my mind. It takes a lot, though. My mind has been clogged. You know,
Absolutely.
With stuff.
With sin.
With
sin. It's simple. The world is very simple when you put it in God's terms. Esau, the devil, the white man, this nigga right here, makes everything complicated. Everything confusing. When I was growing up, I said, my man right here.
Yes, he did. This got me stuck. This one got me.
He got everybody stuck. He got everybody stuck. You
Yes,
see,
he did.
when I was growing up,
Yes, he did.
it was something called man and woman. Nowadays, there's confusion with that.
Yes, it is.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody thought about that upon their bed. They meditate about that. You know what? We need to create more sin in the black and Hispanic community. What can we do?
Yeah, this one got me.
Devil number 2? What do we do? Let's think. Let's go into Obama's ears and let's tell him to make same-sex marriages.
Yes, he did.
Really, and we're gonna call it freedom. You're free now. You know what I want? Damn, I need to finish that. Hold that.
Wow.
Damn, what was I just thinking?
I seen
Same-sex
y'all
marriage.
preaching it right. That's what.
No, what did I just say? Freedom. Just read that.
And he did promote
Yet
that.
I have planted thee a noble vine,
did.
a holy and right seed.
A holy and right seed. Holiness is separation.
That's right.
Right? You got a good pair. If you have a favorite pair of sneakers,
Right, which I'm gonna go get.
yeah, you
right.
gotta go
I'm
copy.
gonna-
Go
I got it right. Okay,
right?
right.
It's gonna be separate from your other pairs of sneakers that you. It's all right.
Right.
I like those sneakers, but these joints right here, that's my joint.
Yeah.
That's my joint. What's your favorite song?
My real
Favorite song?
right now, it's hard because I
Lifetime.
big.
Biggie. So all other ones, they're not the same. They're not the
Big
same.
commitment.
It's a different level for you, right?
Right.
But God, these people on another level than everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else. No one matters except for these people.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
In your mind, you're thinking like, how is that true? Because of this man. He brought the
Yeah.
confusion.
Yes, he
He's
did.
saying everybody's
He
created
did bring
equal.
confusion.
Everybody's created equal. Everybody's the same.
So this was a lie then? This was a lie?
Hell yeah, it's a lie. Right. This is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
His name was Caesar Borgia. He was son of Alexander the Pope of Rome. He was a man. He was a man. Read that.
Yeah.
A hope. A hope. Huh?
Verse 21. Yeah.
Yet I planted thee a noble vine,
Uh-huh.
a holy and right seed.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. These are these holy and noble seed. God gave us holy laws to keep us separate from the other nations.
Yeah, he did a lot.
God said, keep the Sabbath day holy.
That's right.
What does the nations do? They said, we're going to have sales on Friday and Saturday.
But was he a bad was he bad? Or
These
was
the,
he bad?
what?
He was?
Do you know?
No, I'm saying, was he? Because
If you
no,
you
we
got
can't
Netflix?
replace it.
You got Netflix?
Right, go ahead. You ask me.
You got Netflix? There's a show called The Borgias
Right.
with this dude right here. Right? It talks about his life. He slept with his sister. He murdered his brother. All right? He was an evil ass man.
That's
He
right.
was homosexual. He was all. He is Antichrist. Right. Okay? He is the epitome of Antichrist.
Right, go ahead, y'all.
All of them is the Antichrist. Right.
That's right.
All of them.
All of
The
them?
Nate. Boy. You gotta get this Bible. That's why you gotta go to New Haven. You got to. You're not gonna get this source nowhere else. Hold that and get Malachi.
It was.
Hold that and get Malachi.
But this what messed me up with my history.
Malachi 1 and 4.
following it.
Huh? You can't believe this man is the devil.
Right.
You cannot believe it.
Because we had pictures in my house.
You have pictures. Exactly.
had
That's
pictures,
called
bro.
deception.
It's-
What does
but
devil
hold it.
mean?
But
Deceiver.
deception, right, deceiver.
Exactly.
So when I'm not saying my grandmother did it, but did she not know we
She
had
was
different-
deceived too. She was
For
deceived.
real though?
Absolutely. My mama was deceived. My grandma was
But how we
deceived.
right, we got fooled.
Hell yeah, we got fooled. Want to know how we got fooled?
Fooled? How did we
Let me
get
show
fooled?
you that. Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah, get Isaiah. Isaiah 29. Isaiah 29:13. Right? We're going to see why we got deceived.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as this people draw up near me with their mouth,
These people on these signs, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we talk a lot about God. We say we love God. Oh, I'm saved in the blood, right? I'm washed with the blood of Jesus, right? Read.
and with their lips do honoreth me.
They say I'm Christian. I'm saved in the blood, right? I'm a righteous person, okay?
But have removed their heart far from me.
When the Bible talks about heart, what does it mean? We talked about it earlier. When it says heart, what is it really saying? What does it really mean? Your heart is your what? It's your mind.
Right, okay, right.
Your heart is your
But
mind.
to me, let me understand. Heart, I learned, you spell heart, it spells earth. Invert the words. Heart means earth.
But think about it. Your heart, what is it? You feel from it, right?
Right, go ahead.
You feel something that's in your mind, right?
Right.
Your mind creates the thoughts and the feelings, right?
Right.
You're not going to think, if you start thinking, oh, this dude lied to me, it's going to create a feeling of anger or hatred.
Right, or hatred.
That's why it starts in your mind. So that's why the Bible talks about the heart as the mind. So read again.
So I
Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as these people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honoreth me, but have removed their heart far from me.
But they removed their minds far from God. Their minds are not on God. Their minds are on them own selves.
Right.
What they want to do. They have become their own God. Right? what thing can I do to get the most money out of life? That's what people's gods are here in America. Okay?
And their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men.
The fear toward God is taught by the precept of who? Men. What men taught us the Bible here in America? What race of people taught?
Catholic, I'm saying, like the popes and the
Yes.
priests.
What race of people is that?
White.
White man. See, that's why I said the fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
Right.
They said that they don't know how Jesus looked.
Right.
So they're trying to figure it out. And they go with their friends. They bring
No, say right here, man. You said what?
Image of Christ.
Image of Christ. Right. Let's see if they were deceived. See what we just talking about?
Right, go ahead.
How were they deceived? Y'all going to Christian church?
Yeah.
What
Right.
Christian church? What denomination?
I don't know my mom be taking me to
Okay. You see what I'm saying? You said your grandma taught you this.
Right. She taught
His
me
mama
this
taught
way.
him this. What about you? You grew up in church? What color is Christ? You see what I'm saying? Read that. Exactly. Read this. Read it. No.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as these people draw near me with their mouth.
Because these people is talking about us as a people,
Right.
the Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the true Israelites, okay?
That's right. And with their lips do honoreth me.
We say we love God. We say we believe, okay?
But have removed their heart far from me.
So when the Bible says heart, it means the mind, okay?
Right. And the fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
When you was growing up, when you was a kid, if your mama said something, what did you have to do? Why?
Because that's my mom.
She'll beat that ass. Right? Exactly. You know you fear your mother because she will whoop that ass, right?
That's right.
But Christ is saying that the fear toward him is taught by what?
The precept of men.
Now, if you taught that Christ is loving, he has all grace, he's all forgiven, are you gonna have fear for him? He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna be scared of him. That's what they taught. They taught this weak ass man right here. With his hair flowing and stuff. You saw
Yep.
what the you see that? You see Book of Clarence?
Right. I see.
You see how when he got his hair done and stuff like that, he was flying. That's the picture they paint. You're not gonna be scared of no man like that, walking down the street like that, right? Because this man taught us Christ. He said that Christ died for everybody, that we can just sin and there's no repercussions for that. That's what this man did. Bring it out. Go back. Revelation.
One.
Hold on, yo, get this verse. One verse. Please.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Verse 13.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, went like unto the Son of Man.
You still watching? What about subscribe? Hit up that subscribe button for IUIC Connecticut and IUIC New Haven Green.
Bring it out. Does this dude have woolly hair?
That's what I'm saying.
Does he have woolly hair?
Ain't that considered wool though? Like,
Ow! What?
I'm asking.
Woolly hair.
Right.
You gonna tell me that's woolly hair? What you got on your head? What you got on your head? And woolly hair, exactly.
Okay.
Brad Pitt don't have woolly hair.
Right.
Justin Bieber don't have woolly hair. Right? Is that me saying that or is that the Bible saying that? It's the Bible. Right?
As white as snow.
As white as snow. What pictures of this Christ did you see him with white hair? Never. Okay? Line number 2.
And his eyes were a flame of fire.
And his eyes was a flame of fire. Why do you think his eyes was a flame of fire? Hold on. Why do you think his eyes was a flame of fire? See, we come straight out the Bible. You go to Joel Osteen's church, he gonna have that stuff clothed. He gonna just be talking all for 30 minutes, 40 minutes about nothing. We go precept upon precept.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 12.
Bring it out.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
His what?
Red with wine.
Christ's eyes will be red with wine. His first miracle is what? Turning water into wine. So Christ, he drunk wine. He didn't get drunk though. He wasn't like the brothers out here. You hell no, he wasn't like that. Okay? Go back, brotherly kid.
And his eyes were a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Feet onto fine brass. What color is brass?
Like a copper color?
Like
So like a
brown.
copper color.
Exactly. As is what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So when you take that brown and you burn it into a furnace, what color is it going to be?
Right.
Exactly, it's going to be black. Christ was black. You see them brothers in Africa and stuff like that, how dark can they be? Right. That's how Christ was.
That's right.
That's how Christ is.
That's right.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airways, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.